Everyone, huddle in. I have a secret. I'm actually recording multiple stories Monday on a Sunday. I know. It's heartbreaking. I'm sorry. But for real though, it's like 5 p.m. on a Sunday. And you know that feeling when it just starts to get dark out on Sunday and you think about it and you're like, fuck, tomorrow's Monday. And I don't want to do this shit again. That's the feeling I just got. And then I completely forgot that I forgot to record multiple stories Monday. So we gotta record that shit. We're starting right now. Is my 24F neighbor 27F into me, or is she just being friendly? How do I know if she's gay? Hi all. I can't believe I'm asking for advice from a bunch of strangers on the internet, but I don't really have anyone I can talk to about this. Sorry for the incoming essay, but I guess I need to give history. I bought my first house in September of last year. It was an odd time, but everything just fell into place. It's quite a small village, and everyone is really friendly, so I got to know my neighbors soon after moving in. Yes, socially distanced. Then, I met my over the road neighbor here. Let's call her Ellie. I can't describe it, but it's the first time I've ever met someone and been lost for words, and my heart was racing and just thought, oh my god, you know? So after I brushed my way through a welcome to the village type convo, we only saw each other for a wave and a hello for a few days. To help kind of settle in, I had my dog, B, with me for the first few weeks. During this time, there was a massive increase in dog thefts in a nearby town, not just from gardens, but literally wrestled away from people. If I'd had been working, furloughed off and on since March, then I would have taken B back to my mom's, but since I was home with her all day, she stayed. So the local police advised to not walk dogs alone, but we go out twice a day. A 10K run in the morning and a few miles walk in the evening. So this obviously scares me, but at the same time, she is honestly a pain in the ass and gets up if she doesn't go for a run and needs to be tired out, so I'm kind of stuck at this point. Then, along comes Ellie. She knocked on the door and offered to come with us as she'd seen B and me in the evenings, and everything kind of spiraled from there. I told her about my morning runs, but she didn't really bite, so I thought nothing of it. Then, a few days later, I bumped into her on a run, so she started joining us on those too. A few months later, and we are spending more and more time together every single day. It has now progressed to a run early morning, afternoon coffee, dinner most evenings, and then an evening walk. It just seemed to happen without me really noticing. I didn't read into things that much, so I don't want to get my hopes up and ruin anything until another neighbor commented about how much time we spend together and how it's nice to see you young gals getting on, and winked. She actually winked at me. I asked her what she meant, but she just laughed and said, you know what I mean. So now I'm looking back on things and wondering if she could like me too. Here are some reasons why she might like me. 1. I went running along the same route at the same time for nearly 2 weeks before I happened to run into her a few days after I told her this. 2. I make her a coffee every afternoon, Ellie is work from home, and take it over in her favorite mug. She says I make good coffee, but I'm pretty sure I saw a fancy coffee machine the first time I went around. It's not there now? 3. Ellie carried on running and walking with me even after B went home. I told her she was going back to mom's, and she said, well, I'll have to make another excuse to join you, and then we just carried on every day. 4. She has tried really hard to bond with B. B is a very anxious dog and is scared of everyone except me and mom. Ellie bought special treats to give her every day and has been so amazing with her and never tried to force anything. When I asked her, she said, it's important to me that she likes me and is comfortable. B actually fell asleep between us on the sofa yesterday, and it just makes my heart skip a beat, guys. 5. She invited me to the Zoom quiz she does with her friends every fortnight or so, and they were all like, oh, so this is who we've heard so much about. 6. We realized we had become each other's support bubble. Ellie asked if I was meeting anyone else, and I said no. She said she was glad she had me all to herself. What? 7. We gave each other quite personal Xmas gifts. Like, it actually made me tear up and meant so much to me. And she bought stuff for B. Reasons why she might not like me. 1. All the reasons above, but that she's doing them just because she's a fucking great person and we're friends? It might sound dumb, but I don't know. I need your help, guys. She is just the most incredible person I have ever met, and I really, really like her, but if she isn't gay or doesn't feel the same, I don't want to lose her friendship as she has become such a huge part of my life. I genuinely have no experience with these kind of things as I went to quite a strict all-girls school, so it's not as if there were any relationships around me as a teen, and then I went to a very small university, 8 of us in my course. I guess another reason that I've struggled with anxiety and depression for the past 10 years, as well as my weight and working on my self-confidence. But I can say right now that I am the happiest and healthiest, both mentally and physically, I have ever been. I've only just recently become comfortable with the fact that I'm gay and I have never really told anyone in real life, but I don't think people would be too surprised. I don't have any close friends as no one stuck around when I was really struggling with my MH a few years ago, so I can't discuss this with anyone IRL. So I need your advice. How do I find out if she's gay? And no, I don't have the confidence to just ask. What if she says no and I ruin everything? She has never mentioned anything about past relationships, and I'm pretty tactless, so not sure how I could naturally slip it into the conversation. Like, hey, tell me, have you ever had a girlfriend? Do you want one now? Lol. And how can I make a move without really making a move so I don't ruin things? Commenter 1. Ah, honestly, judging by what you wrote, I'm pretty sure she's into women and into you, especially considering your neighbors and her friends' reactions. I'm a WLW myself, and I know this type of scenario can be so nerve-wracking. If that's your style, maybe you could wear some pride accessories around her, or mention some LGBTQ plus book slash movie slash show that you liked a lot. If it's not too obscure and she's into women, chances are she's seen, read, or heard of it too, and gauge her reaction. Sorry if this isn't of much help for you. Either way, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you. Keep me updated. I love, love, love stories. OP. I like this suggestion. I feel like I could bring that into a conversation fairly naturally. Thank you. My only worry is that if I still don't get a clear response, but I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Look, I mean, I don't got much for you. I'm not the gay whisperer. I wish I could tell you. Just you just gotta go for it, right? I mean, that's all you can do. You can't hide these feelings from her because that's not right, and you can't just assume she's not gay because if she is, then that would be great. So you gotta just send it. That's the best advice I got. Just send it and pray. Well, let's see what happens in the next update. Update 3 days later. Hi Reddit. Yes, it's me, the useless lesbian. First off, I want to thank you for all the support, encouragement, and advice, and the undeserved awards. I never expected this many of you to take the time to comment and that so many of you were rooting for us. So I had to plan to drop these gay hints into a conversation like you guys suggested, but honestly it all went out the window. Ellie was kinda stressed Friday after a shitty work Zoom and just needed to vent, so it wasn't the right time to start anything. Though I guess I must have been a bit off thanks to spending all day overthinking things on here, as Ellie turned up Saturday morning rambling about stressing me out and apologized for ruining dinner. Obviously, I said, "What are you talking about? You can talk to me about anything." And she said, "Anything?" And I said, "Anything" back. And guys, the tension was unreal, staring at each other and hoping our lesbian mind reading powers would kick in. Then there was some loud noise like a car backfiring or something, and the moment went. So I went to make coffee, and then Ellie asked me why I was a bit quiet the night before, and I said something about overthinking stuff, and she said, "What stuff?" And I don't know, you guys, I wasn't prepared to be put on the spot. My casual gay pop culture references were useless in the moment. My mind just went completely blank, and I forgot every single thing you guys suggested, and my heart was just pounding, and I just blurted out, "You know I like you, right?" And then she kissed me. Kissed me. We straight up just snogged in the kitchen, and it was fucking great. So you were all right. You were all fucking right. She's gay, she likes me, and has been trying to drop hints for nearly 5 months. We were both just too scared to make a move or ruin anything. Turns out she's been burned by straight girls in the past, so she's pretty wary and was hoping I'd straight up say I'm a lesbian so she'd know for sure. Maybe the "I'm a lesbian" wall hanging would have been a good idea after all. Her friends have been helping her drop hints. She showed me the group chat, and guys, their suggestions ranged from flirting more to just turning up in a trench coat and nothing else. Also, the winking neighbor has been making comments to her as well, so shout out to her for trying to make this happen too. So, no cake and cry watching Brokeback Mountain, just 5 months of dating to catch up on. As for worrying about how our current schedule could be more date-like during lockdown, you were right, it's kind of irrelevant when you've essentially been dating the whole time. Though we never made it to our morning run yesterday. In fact, we didn't leave the house at all. Haha. Thank you guys for giving me hope, even if all your suggestions completely disappeared in the moment. Maybe I'll show her the post later and ask for any suggestions would have worked. TLDR, she's gay, into me, and I'm an idiot. Dude, it's been 4 years since this, and I really hope that these people are still together because they seem like perfect for each other. I mean, at least right now, anyways. And yeah, 5 months. I really thought this was only going on for like a couple weeks, but 5 months is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I'm just glad it worked out for them, and I hope it works out in the future. And let's get into the next story. My 33F husband, 36M, planned an affair on the trip I planned and paid for. Hi everyone. I've been reading these stories for years. I never thought I'd be one to post. I'm sorry for the too long messages. It's harder than I thought to edit, and I don't want to sanitize my words with ChatGPT. Me and my husband have been married for 2 years and we've been together for 9. Up until yesterday, I thought we were genuinely happy together. A bit of context, we have this thing where I change my name to random things on his phone every few months. They're always funny and well over the top. The last one was something like, "Perfect human form." It's just a joke that's gone on for a few years. So yesterday, he was in the shower and his work phone was out, so I changed my name in his contacts. As I did so, a notification for Snapchat came through with an image and the name as a woman he knew back at home. He's from another country and moved here, the United Kingdom, around 10 years ago. As this was his work phone, it was really weird, so I clicked on it. It opened into a 5-day streak chat with this woman, with seriously crude text, photos of both of them, not the face, and them planning to meet up when he goes back. Dates, times, location, and everything. She was even planning on taking a sick day from work. One of his D-pics was in our bed, with me in the house. He is booked to go back for a few weeks end of November to see a very sick relative. I paid for his flight so that he could see them before they passed. I had a panic attack and he walked on the shower to see me hyperventilating. I asked him why and how could he. He said it was only talking and that he'd been feeling neglected recently. I asked how. He said work was stressful and that he just wanted someone who wanted him for him, and that he doesn't feel like he's ever enough for me. I had no idea. He hasn't mentioned anything and nothing has changed. A few years ago, I think 3 or 4 when we first moved into our house, he shared that he sometimes doesn't feel enough for me. When we went to counseling and worked through it, a major effort was made on both our sides to get through it, and I thought we had. The thing is, I know I can be hard work. I'm closer to type A than type B. I'm pretty successful career wise, and I'm not massively touchy feely, but I'm not closed off and I've never really given a shit about his job or anything like that. I even supported him for 2 years when he took a career break to try and become an actor. FFS. He hasn't even paid towards the mortgage in 4 years, and I didn't want him to feel dependent on me slash stretch his pay too thin. I don't know why I'm posting or what I expect from this. I just don't know what to do. I've kicked him out for now, but there are major logistics to deal with as I work away and we have 2 dogs. How do I navigate this? I absolutely consider this as cheating. How can I make sure I don't let myself forgive him? He's been in my life for almost 10 years. I've supported him in every way. Can I end it for a week of messages? How can I not end it after that? Sorry for all the questions, and I know this post will sit unanswered in the millions of others. I'm so surprised he cheated stories. But within 24 hours, my happy, hard-earned life is in flames and I'm staring at the wreckage. Commenter 1. I would cancel his flight ticket for sure. He is feeling down but not doing anything about it. He is planning to screw someone else because his ego was stroked. What about your love and devotion? Yeah, it's difficult, but you can do it. And even if you don't divorce him, think about the fact that he actually needs to prove that he is sorry about what he did and not because he was caught. If there is no explanation, the trust will not go back to what it was. It happened to me with my husband. Even now, after 7 years, I don't know why he cheated. I don't trust him, and we regularly argue about everything. Commenter 2. I canceled the return flight and his hotel. So it all depends on how your husband reacts to the situation, I feel like. Like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, for me, I'd probably just like get a divorce, probably. Because like if he's done it before, if he's done it now, like has he ever been back to his hometown? Like, is this really a one-time thing? I mean, he sent explicit pictures to her, like they were exchanging nudes, so it's not like, you know. And like the commenter said, is he really sorry, right? Like, or is he only sorry because he got caught? And most of the times, it's the latter. I think that's how you use that phrase. The latter. It's the second option, is what I'm trying to say, right? Anyways, let's just get into the update and see if he was actually sorry or not. Update. 1 month later. Hi everyone. Almost 5 weeks later, and after how helpful so many of you have been, I wanted to give an update. To start off, many of you said that he'd been cheating for longer or had done so before. You were right. I originally believed that he'd been cheating for a week, but due to a particularly noticeable carpet in the hotel room one of the D pics were taken in, I found out it had been going on for at least a month. He of course denied it and lied when confronted, but that month included our 9-year anniversary and countless other events, so it was really useful to stop me blaming myself. He's still adamant that it never happened before, and I do believe him, but that didn't stop me from taking an STI test just in case. All clean, thank goodness. He also admitted to lying about them having a previous relationship, and I caught him in another lie about Snapchat messages. So, he stayed true to form. Since I kicked him out, we've only spoken twice. He left the dogs, so I guess they're my dogs now. It wants a percentage of my house. I can't speak for other countries, but in the United Kingdom, marriage for enough year entitles you to half of everything, regardless of who contributed what. Under advice from a lawyer, we're staying amicable so he only takes the agreed amount and leaves my pension, savings, etc. alone. On the dogs, I've got a load more dog sitters and I've agreed to let them stay with him while I'm away at work as long as he covers most of their costs. Outside of this, I did the usual. Changed the locks, canceled his flights, threw out all his stuff on bin day, and had a full-blown breakdown as a crying drunk for a solid 7 days. I have great friends who are supportive, but he's the only family I have. So I started seeing a therapist as well to help process and move forward. I'm taking this as an opportunity for a full reset and evaluation of what I want. So I'm trying to move jobs, sell my house to move closer to friends, and getting a load of dental work that I've been putting off. Throw in some injured dogs, and it turns out to be a truly horrific month. Honestly, it's really sucked. But I'm rebuilding my life to be something I choose, and it's getting easier week by week. Thank you all so much for your help and comments when I first posted. Seeing the overwhelming support and brutal comments against both him and me put it into perspective and was enough to convince me that I wasn't crazy or overthinking this. I'm massively grateful for the dose of reality. And don't worry, to all of you who called me a doormat, thanks for that. I won't be taking him back or allowing anything else to take advantage of me like that again. May the force be with you, random Reddit strangers, and thank you again. Commenter. Reset. What a great word for it. I always use these words: renew, recreate, or new beginnings. They all mean to give yourself a second chance at realizing a new life of full possibilities, joy, happiness, and legacy. To live the dreams you gave up on for marriage, to dream again. I just wish that more BS would have the courage to take the steps you have, and not be abused by someone who's a proven cheater and adulterer. It is very hard and painful for that decision. It will only last for a short season. My decision to move on and forward was over 40 years ago, and thank God I did it. Not one regret. If you read these subs, you'll find almost no regrets leaving a cheater, many regrets staying. Blessings, strength, and peace to you. Man, I fucking knew he cheated before. I fucking knew it, and I knew he wasn't sorry either. That fucking snaking piece of shit. Sneaky fuck. Yeah, you better leave his ass, and you better not go back. If you go back, I'll find where you live and drag you out of that house. Okay, pause. Pause. I will not do that. Okay. I will not do that. But I'll pay someone else to do it. Nah, in all honesty, I'm just, that's just terrible, man. I don't even know what to say. That's just, I mean, it sucks that he lied to you about it. And then he tried to lie to to you about it. And then he tried to go through with his lie. So it's almost like respect for like staying true to your word with like, oh, I swear I didn't do it. Even though it's like, oh, he did do it. But he's like, I swear I didn't do it. Like, at least he didn't fold. But still, he cheated on you. He's got to go. And you made him go. And that's great. You better keep it that way, though. Let's get into story 3. My boyfriend, 18M, cheated on me. What do I do about the Thanksgiving dinner plan? Me and my family are supposed to be going over to my boyfriend's house for Thanksgiving dinner. We held Thanksgiving at my house last year, and now it's my boyfriend's parents' turn, so to speak. Our families get on really well. We've all known each other for over 10 years. Our parents were friends, that's how me and Dylan know each other. We've been together for about 3 years. Last night, Dylan confessed something dreadful to me. He had slept with a friend he had met for drinks 4 days ago. He was apologetic, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with our relationship. I've always thought I'd never forgive things like this because I always believed once a cheater, always a cheater. It's totally different when it's you in the situation, I think. There's personal feelings involved and a past you really don't want to forget. I'm stuck in this situation at the moment, but I'm more stuck with the issue with Thanksgiving. We are supposed to be a happy family later, with our families sitting together and being thankful. I just don't think I can sit at a table with him and pretend everything is okay, especially with the situation being so raw. None of our families know what he did yet, and I don't want to ruin everyone's day by causing a huge drama with our relationship. It's supposed to be a happy time, and I know 100% that my parents, especially my mom, will absolutely freak knowing that Dylan has broke my heart like this. I don't want to upset them. So I'm asking for advice on what to do in this situation. I don't know whether to go and act normal or to let everyone know. It's too late for my parents to have a Thanksgiving at our home, so it isn't like I can just stay home and have Thanksgiving here. All advice welcome, please. Commenter 1. If you don't want to cause a show and don't think you can be in the room, you can always call this morning and say you don't feel well. However, if it was me, I would tell the boyfriend he was calling in sick, or I would tell everyone at Thanksgiving what he did. I'm sorry you're going through this, especially with the family so tight and at the holidays. OP, thank you. I have thought about that, but I really don't want to miss our dinner. It means so much to me and my family. I don't really want to make him miss the dinner either, especially with being at his family's house, but I know I have to do something. Commenter 2. You didn't fuck up Thanksgiving or your relationship, your ex did. None of this is your fault, and you shouldn't feel responsible for ruining Thanksgiving or any potential drama from the fallout. Tell your parents what happened, don't go to his place for dinner, and spend your day making impromptu. Thanksgiving dinner with your family, it doesn't have to be turkey. It won't be picture perfect, but you'll have a great day with your family. So, a part of me wants to just say, fuck it for the plot. You should go to dinner that night, and then you should just fucking reveal it there. And that would probably be the worst situation. But like it would be definitely be some crazy mom lore growing up for your kids if you did that shit. That would be W. Well, that would be an L for your boyfriend breaking up with you because he cheated on you. But you get what I'm saying. But I mean, realistically, just tell your parents because it's not your fault, right? Your parents will understand and your boyfriend's family will understand, and they'll probably be pissed at him because not only did he ruin a relationship by cheating, he also ruined Thanksgiving and ruined a potential friendship that the parents had with his girlfriend's parents, right? So definitely just tell your parents and don't go. But for the plot, I'd consider sticking it out if I was in your shoes. And I think that's just my Reddit brain like telling me, "Oh, I just want some drama." But anyways, let's just see what happens in the update. Update the next day. Thank you. I told my parents after I read your comment. We were supposed to go to my ex-boyfriend's family's house for one, but we didn't go. We did tell Dylan's parents why they aren't happy with him. My parents and I are making our own dinner and are spending the day together. They told me that they would rather have a small dinner with just me rather than having a big dinner when Dylan did what he did. My mother is furious with Dylan. That my happiness comes first. I told them I was afraid of ruining everyone's day, but they told me I had nothing to be afraid of and they only want what's best for me. I am very thankful for them and love them so much. Thank you for the help. Well, I can't say I'm mad, because I'm glad that you did what you did. But boring. It's almost like I can't believe that a Redditor would be smart and actually do the thing that makes the most sense in this situation, right? But I mean, that's all I got to say. It sucks, but I'm glad that your family took it well. Well, as much as they could, and that his family is not happy with him either. I think that's really important too, so that he grows up to be a better person, hopefully in the future for his future girlfriend or wife. Anyways, that's going to do it for Multiple Story Monday. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.